Obara Méyì encounters enemies. After this incident, Obara Méyì naturally became very famous. His fame and popularity soon began to provoke envy and enmity. He would soon realize that success breeds envy, and envy invites animosity that arouses enmity. Generally, people do not fall in love with those who outperform them. The more senior priests, whom Obara Méyì seemed to have surpassed, did not waste time in planning his downfall. Meanwhile, the guardian angel of Obara Méyì appeared to him in a dream and described the machinations of the conspirators. When Obara Méyì woke up, he invited 2 awasis to perform divination for him. Their names were Onibara, Olabara, Esisibara, Eku Oki Kuso Otin, Eye Bara Ki Kusi Asi, Uho Inbini. 1. The fly that is not greedy never dies inside a wine container. 2. The fly that flies high in the air and is not tempted by the baits on the ground is not caught in a glue trap. They advised Obara Méyì to make a sacrifice with a rooster and a hen. He carried out the sacrifice, which explains why he triumphed over his enemies, after they had tried to defeat him on earth and failed, and also had denounced him to the elders of heaven. Meanwhile, a wandering Ifa priest was visiting Ife and stopped at Obara Méyì's house, where he was extended exquisite hospitality. The name of the awo was Eroke Ule Abiditiriji. When the man performed the libation divination, he alerted Obara Méyì that a messenger had been sent from heaven to look for him. He advised him to give a billy goat to Isu and a goat to Ifa. Not only did the awo perform the sacrifices for Obara Méyì, but he also performed traditional absolution, Ono Ifa in Yoruba and Odiha in Bini, for him. He also prepared the relevant medicine that he had to take every day. 5 days later, a Tiokan came from heaven to arrest Obara Méyì. When the Tiokan flew over the roof of Obara's house, he warned him to prepare to go to heaven. Through an enchantment, Obara replied that his father had told him before dying that he was going to heaven to answer the early call that had taken him, Obara, from this world, and that he also had said that he would not leave the earth until a tree called Aro in Yoruba and Urowaro in Bini had sprouted leaves, until the roots of a parasitic plant called Ose in Bini and Afuma in Yoruba, which grows in the tops of trees, had touched the ground, and until the Elah had shed its leaves. Obara Méyì gathered the 3 plants and gave them to the Tiokan to deliver to the King of Death, who had sent for him in heaven. When the Tiokan delivered the message in heaven to the King of Death, he ordered that Obara Méyì should be lost on earth, without ever finding his way back to heaven. That is why it is said that Obara Méyì had lived on the earth for about 260 years, and in the end had to beg God to accept him back into heaven. If the children of Obara Méyì are able to prepare this Ono Ifa, they should live to an old age,